great science! For great science!
Okay. I'm so sorry, guys. I was like stuffing my face as fast as I possibly could. I was hungry. You need them emotes, so Solari? Art Critique chat channel? Yes, Centennius. I sound like your computer app teacher? Is that a good or a bad thing? Pook said in his stream he wants to find a way to bottle my cheerfulness and happiness. What's up, Lim? Ba-ba-da. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da. Bobby, I will, unless it's stick figures. Because I can't critique the beauty of stick figures. They're just too good. Need for Sleep, what's up, babe? What do you think of the new champion? I think he's awesome looking. I don't know if you saw I drew it already. No stick figures? Okay. Alright, guys, so if you want to get a critique today, that's what we're gonna do, alright? We're doing critiques of people's art today on stream, alright? So I might do a little bit of work myself, but I have been promising this that I try to do it once a week or once every other week, and I haven't done it yet. Though I did do it last Sunday, I think. So, or not just a few days ago, but like a week ago. I'm not gonna be in the voice channel to keep my comm clear so that I can, talk to you all on stream properly. So, alright, here we go. Bam! Oh, hey, I can show my face today. I rushed to get ready, but I don't feel super, like, icky or anything, so. Hey! Hey, face stuff. Go away. There we go. Wear my Guild Wars 2. I want my NG stuff. Give me my NG! Guild Wars 2. The tofu has arrived! What's up, tofu baby? Alright, guys. So like I said, today we're gonna be critiquing your work as much as I possibly can. Alright? So, the first work that I need to critique is White Wolves. Alright? Now guys, if you want to get your work critiqued, I'm going to be getting everything from Discord. Discord is my sponsor, but I'm using it as also my community get-together area, okay? Whoa, vampire here? I know, right? Yeah, not that kind of kindred, Rekdu. So, what you guys do, if you want to... I'm trying to move my stuff around here so I can talk on my mic and everything at the same time. Okay, you guys want to be able to do this at the same time. Go to Discord. Go onto that channel right there, and then you're gonna go on this little area right here. This is the text channel. See that in the corner? In the critique corner. You don't have to download anything. You can be in browser. You can download it if you really like it, but just check it out. They also have a mobile app, and they've been a really fantastic sponsor already. So I'm really digging this stuff. If you guys have feedback, give them feedback. They're in alpha testing right now, and they're still pretty new. And for how new it is, they're actually doing pretty good. So please go check it out, okay, guys? I'm gonna turn my volume down just a little bit, and I can hear myself think. Like my ears are popping too. I feel like I can't hear anything that I'm doing or saying. So, okay. So, This was a challenge I can only use MS Paint for. Very hard and very fun. But it is MS Paint, so be gentle, White Wolf. Okay, White Wolf. I won't go about MS Paint. The only thing I do have to say actually about MS Paint though is that if you are going to use it, save it out as like a PNG or something. Like JPEGs, I hate them, and they always ruin this nice clean work that's like pixelated from my ears won't pop, it's driving me nuts. From MS Paint. So definitely try to keep up on that. Just save it as a PNG. PNGs are awesome. JPEG, or maybe even Discord saved it out as a JPEG. I don't know. So just something to keep in mind. However, moving on. I think the next thing that you really want to focus on right now, White Wolf, is your facial structure. You've got a good idea of how you want to shape your eyes, and I like that. It's still got a little bit of like the anime-ish look, but it keeps to the actual shape of a normal, realistic human eye. I like that. Your nose, I can see you're actually trying to draw off of what you think a nose should look like, and this is where it gets hard, but trying to use your shades, and this is literally, I'll show you guys how I draw noses, okay? I've been having problems with noses. It's a real issue of mine that I want to practice more. But let's do my normal. What's up, Tio? And everyone, welcome to the stream today. We're doing critiques today. Critiques, I say in a list. So, like if you're gonna try to line art it, try to put a little bit more of the details in so you can kind of get the placement of the nose in. And it's something that I even need to practice a little bit more. Noses and me just don't get along, yo. So, okay. So, like, your face, right? Actually, I'll do it to the same kind of like, I'm gonna use a different brush. I don't like sketching in this hard brush. Ooh, good luck on your dragon drawing. I want to see it when you finish it. Okay, Theo? Bro Aether, yes. Any kind of art that you guys do, I'm going to try to critique you based off of what style you're trying to go for. And, like, if I notice that maybe you could work on some shading, general technique, maybe something else that I can give to you, that's all good. You know, whatever you guys want to post it, and I will critique it to the best of my abilities. Can I throw my money at you even if it's critiques? What? Yes, you're allowed, I guess. Anyway, so, okay, so say we'll plan out, you know, where the eyes and stuff are, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna go fast through this, right? So nose should be about here, chin about here-ish. It's a little on the wide side, right? Okay, so usually what I'll do is I'll try to draw out, because the nose area connects to your eyebrows, if you watch that. Goes through, connects down, and then you've got like this bulb area. So I try to draw that out. Like this is the top plane, this is a bottom plane, and then you have these two planes that kind of come out on the side, right? So try to draw those out. Got kind of the bulb of the nose. So you got a plane here, and then the bottom plane of it, right? So this is kind of wrong. I gotta try to fix it to the angle. There we go, that's a little better. And you just kind of follow that around. Now, I know now we've got way too many lines, so what you do then is after you've had all your details in there, you erase it. So you go, okay, blah, 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 blah. You know, like, I don't want this much showing. Maybe just a little bit here. I also like using just, like, basic shades. To kind of really get the idea and the point home. You also have like a plane here that goes off of your eye area. So, and like I said, this isn't perfect. I'm going really fast. But you get what I'm saying? Like, try to make sure that you're thinking about each plane of where the nose is and go from there, okay? So that's just something to kind of keep in mind. It's just your general work in progress on your body proportions, but I think through everything else, keep working on that. Keep working on your facial structure right now, and then start working out from there. Same with the hair and stuff like that. I know it was MS Paint, so I'm not trying to go like super overboard in that, but just in general, your shapes are a little off. You know, the eyes are a little off. The eyebrows don't quite line up with where the the nose bridge and stuff starts to go. So that's all. You know, you've got a good idea though. Like, you understand where you want your nose to be. You're trying to understand where the lines are supposed to be for that. And that's really good. So keep up with that and start trying to build upon that more, okay? Alright, next we have Dr. Hep. And yes, guys, you are welcome to have critiques. All you gotta do is post on Discord. Discord in the critique corner right here. And we're gonna do that to the best that I can, okay? Hey, Rin. That's what I'll call you for now. But do you want to see my senpai's animation? If you want, that is. Growlman, you're welcome to actually send me a DM, and I would love to see it when I can check it out, okay? I'm trying to do critiques right now for other people. So we're trying to go through that for right now. So, but yeah, I'm always down to see other people's art. Excuse me. Okay. All right, Hep. Definitely can tell, obviously, and thank you for showing your original source image that you're trying to work off of, okay? Definitely like that. I like what you're trying to do. You're obviously looking at the picture and you're trying to figure out lighting and how that light shows up. And mostly the ones in the background you kind of miss there. Try to really enhance that back color. Okay? So that back light, and then have that light show through. Like a little bit on the edge of your character, which it looks like you were trying to paint around it. You did really good with the fire right here, though. The fire right here on the face looks awesome. You blended the colors well. You did a really good job. Like, even some of that hard light right there, it looks really awesome. Exactly how you did the stuff there, where you did really light, and then it looks like you probably got too deep into the black back here before you put the rest of the background in. That happens, especially when you're new to a medium. Always lay down your lighter colors first, and then slowly get darker and darker and darker. That's what I've noticed with most of, like, watercolors and acrylics, pastels, stuff like that. You have to really, like, slowly start moving on top of stuff, and then going over and going over it. So it takes a lot longer time when it comes to that. So just try to take your time, okay? Same with this one. I'd like to see what your, what you also might want to try to do is that, so that you keep the character and everything, you can use, I should say, yeah, you should layer browns and blues, like Just Repair Me Bro said. Don't use just black. You really should be using other colors, and that's what you started to do with some of this darker area. You can see some of the browns and stuff. And like, it's kind of hard to see because the coloring is a little wrong. You can see some of the blues in the background here, but then you just you splashed black in the background. Make sure you really think about all of that. And try to add some other colors in, because not everything is it's not just black. Don't shade with just black. Shade with a lot of different colors, build up into that, because it's going to give it a lot more depth. For this here too, you might want to try to sketch on your canvas first before you paint over top to make sure that you keep your proportions. Or at least do even like a really light paint underneath that you know that you can cover over top, okay? Because it looks like you lost a lot of your proportions and you weren't quite sure what was going on. So a lot of this got a little wiggly. And then the green, like the green with just the gray, this feels too green. I want to see other colors and, pushing some of that. Again, like Repair Me Bro said, if you're going to use black or if you're going to use green, try to like mix it up a little bit. What else is going on in this background? What is it that's going to help contrast or help pick up this picture a little bit more? Because we got a lot of gray and then just green, like bright green. So think about your color palette. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm really bad with my color palettes as well. I usually, here's how I get my references for colors that I know that I want. I'm like, okay, I want a bright, sunny picture, and you know what I'll do? I'll look up pictures of, like, sunset, sunrise, and find a color palette from there, and I'll actually pick from the colors from there, pick the colors that I like, lay it onto my canvas really quick, and then I'll blend with those. It's a good way to go, because you can look off of real things, real life, that makes these beautiful colors, and then you can use that for your palette. It's really nice. Alright, Goozy. Oops. Okay. So this is a young Kale, I assume. Okay. you're definitely trying to get the idea of where bodies are supposed to be. Like I've been telling a lot of other people, you want to start taking it to the next step. If you want to just focus on one piece or another, like work on arms, work on hands, work on a head, look up information for that and figure out how you can start planning these out. Find your favorite artist guys that you really like, that you like how their style is, and see how they work on their work. 9 times out of 10, a lot of people are now posting their process and how they make their faces, how they sketch everything out. So try to find that, or if they don't have it posted, ask if they have it up. That way you can see how they work, and you can try to work like they do as well, while also taking a little bit of time to look off of real life and figure out how a nose is, how a face, how eyes, you know, where the cheekbones sit, everything like that, so that you guys can make your own, what I call blueprinting. It's basically sketches, but you literally, like, it's all this. It's just basic shaping that you do so that you can plan out and plot each of your drawings, okay? So that's, I think, your next step here. You have a good idea. You're trying to follow, you know, you're trying to put clothing on here and do some clothing wrinkles and stuff like that. It's just a little off. But that's obvious because I know you're still starting out. That's okay.
Perhaps I should try more rockets.
Lim, thank you for the subscription, babe. Thank you so much. Awesome. Welcome to the Yordle Tech team. So, okay. Anyway, yeah, just think about your shapes. Think about really building up more because it's very simplistic right now. It's very flat. You want to start giving everything a little bit more volume, and building stuff in basic shapes like circles and squares is going to give you the idea of, you know, remember when you're a kid and you're just sitting here drawing a cube like this, but you're like, oh, wow, look it, I made a 3D cube. Guess what? You do the basic building blocks of that and put that into your art, you're suddenly going to realize, oh, wow, hey, this could actually be like part of a torso, you know, like, oh, here's where my hips are gonna be, and then like I'm gonna have the bottom half here. Ooh, that's where the legs are gonna be, and the arms. You can start building off of that, and then you suddenly have something in shape. It's pretty cool. Okay, so definitely start trying to do that and focus on that, because that will help give you more depth to your characters. Okay. Grinning Owl is next with this really awesome RinTheYordle. I love it. I love the design. I love the idea. I love also that Yordles are starting to go in this direction, okay, personally. That's just what I think. Whew. Do some Rin hype in here. Rin hype! Alright. So for the... Hi, kitty. Interruptions of thine cat. Say hello. Hi. He's being a little butt. Okay. So this is really awesome by Grinning Owl, okay? I love the idea. I love that you've got the shape of her gloves going on here. You kind of lost a little bit in the background here. I'd like to see just a little bit more, even if you just kind of like darken up some of that area right here, just to make sure that you don't lose the shape, because it kind of like, I think it should bend out just a little bit more to the top here. Body proportions I feel are pretty awesome. You've got the shoulders about in place, hips in place. The feet are a little wonky though, not quite supporting her weight. This is something I'm trying to fix myself. Is that usually, okay, think about it guys. When you stand up, where does your weight go? It's either in both feet or one foot or the other. And if it is in one foot or the other, then you notice that most of your weight is gonna go onto that one foot and the other one's gonna have the like kind of loose, you know, you don't have anything on it. For this one, it looks like you're trying to put the weight in the middle here, and it's just slightly off. This leg right here is a little bit too long in comparison to this one. I think just, spacing this out just a little bit, making sure that you don't bend this knee right here is a little too bent. Straighten that out a little bit more. Well, not a little bit. Yeah, I'd have to say, still keep the bend a little bit. It's just a little wonky right here. It looks like her knee's a little bit broken. Keeping the shape. Maybe it's right here. Yeah, right here you need to solidify out a little bit more. That's where it feels a little broken. So, you've got that. And then just lengthen that out a little bit. Spread it out so that her weight, her middle of their body weight is going to be in the middle between her legs. And you've got a little bit on this side, or if you're going to have that, Make sure that leg is solid on that ground, okay? Other than that, I mean, honestly, you've got a really good idea for everything else going on here. You're definitely, like I said, you're working on depth. You've got the depth. You've got the idea of the skirt going around. It follows around perfectly with the circle of her torso. Her hair looks great. The eyes look great. Everything else looks really awesomely in proportion. Just work on those legs a little bit more. I think you've got a good idea. All right, next we have White Wolf again with this snake drawing. That's pretty cool, actually. First thing I noticed right away is that this eye feels a little bit too far out. Might want to move that in a little bit more. I'm not quite sure what's going on with the jaw, per se. Like, is this off of an anime? Is this off? I'm assuming it's off an anime or something, and you're looking off of something that you drew. Which is okay. I'm just not sure what the character is or what kind of snake it's looking for. So maybe look up like an actual picture of a snake and what's going on. Because mostly I just don't know what's going on with the jaw. That just feels a little weird. Like, I know his nose is here, but the rest of this feels really bubbly. And like, would it open like that? Is that the scales and how it works there? That's all I'm slightly confused about. Other than that, background feels a little bit just too random. The background seems really thin and like quickly scribbled in. You've got, you know, the light blues and stuff here, and then a little bit darker, and it's kind of scribbled back and forth. If you want to keep it solid, keep it solid. And which you have to be really fast about that. I know that's kind of hard. Or if you know you're going to get streaks, really think about where the streaks are gonna go and try to plan those out so it looks normal. Try to normalize it as much as you can. Oh, okay, it is a Naruto snake. So yeah, it looks like even that one, in that it doesn't have like so much bulb around the bottom of its lip. Damn Ekans. So just be careful about how many lines you put in, because sometimes it can make the jaw and stuff like that feel a little too overdone. Yeah, and just think about your medium and what's gonna happen, because the rest of it you got pretty decent solid colors going on. Just this background got really kind of iffy going on here. I'd like, if you're gonna keep that solid color, keep everything solid. You know what I mean? Alright, we got Marker here with Bard and the new champion Kindred, which is really cool. I like what you're trying to do for the sketches. You're already trying to like line out some of the area where you know color is gonna be. Make sure that you're locking your layers so that you can keep playing with that. And I think, yeah, that'll really help you. I like the idea that you're trying to do. Coloring your line art, guys, is a really good idea to help enhance your drawings. So keep that in mind, but you don't have to do that till like after you've inset the colors that you want, okay? Let's see here. The body proportions on Kindred feel a little doughy. Like you just kind of like, I want to see a little bit more detail into her arms and her legs kind of going on. Think about where her butt's going to be, you know, like you just kind of did her butt and then lost it where like the rest of her leg is, where her foot's going to be. You have to kind of think about that. Same with Bard too, although I can kind of see, because Bard I know has those spindly little legs, so I can kind of see what you did there, and it actually doesn't look too bad. Maybe put a little bit more focus into this. Watch where the lines go, because right now it looks like his hip like sinks under him, when really this line would probably go up and around this way. Here, I'll try to copy image URL and throw that in here. My cat's asleep on my mouse right now, so. Okay. So, kind of think about how his leg would kind of go around here. His weight, again, the weight sits right about here. So you have this kind of too far back. I would say put this back a little bit more. And then that leg is going to follow it around. So there we go. Like that. That's going to follow that around. Okay. And then the rest of the legs, you have that there, which is okay. Just make sure you're keeping that weight. Keep a little bit of shape to it as well. And then, yeah, I'd say mostly work on Kindred. The rest of Bard feels pretty okay. You might want to be careful about his shoulder just a little bit, but I know you're pretty far in right now. This is just something to keep in mind for later when you move forward in your art, okay? So you don't have to change it all now or anything. But if you wanted to, you could give Bard a little bit more bend in his arm. Actually show that he's really playing that. Because it's really straight right now, and if he was holding out like this, I mean, it would look kind of weird, you know what I mean? Like, playing his instrument like that. So if he's actually playing it, he would have it closer, actually a lot more bend in his arm, like right here. And this would be down, kind of about here, you know what I mean? Really put yourself in the position that your characters are going to be in, and then think about their shape and how that would sit in the picture. But if you look at how you sit and how you hold your arms and stuff like that, it's going to help you in doing this. So try to take a picture if you can, have your family take pictures, or look up references online to see how people sit, how people would hold an instrument, stuff like that, to help you really get the body proportions and ideas out of this, okay? So, but I love the thickness to Bard here. I like the shapes that you've got going on, because you've got the big, tall piece of the body, and then the tiny little legs that he's got. I really like that. You did capture his shape very well. Kindred just needs some help here. Like, Kindred still also has her own really interesting shapes, but you know, you gotta think about how she's sitting too. Which she's got those bipedal legs. So I'm not even sure how she would, I mean, you gotta stretch her, she would actually probably sit more like this. So you'd see her hooves back here.
Perhaps I should try more.
Yo, Sage just subscribed. Sage, baby, I love you. Thank you so much, honey. Woo! Rin hype. Rin hype. Sage, thank you so much. All right. Yeah, she is sheep. And then you have wolf out of it. So she's got these, you know, these hooves for legs. They're kind of weird. Basically, if you're having an issue, if you're having an issue with the legs, think about your own legs, but then when you have something like the really long animal-like legs that she has, think about standing on your tiptoes and then lengthen your foot like a hell of a lot, okay? So when our legs are like, you know, our legs are like this, right? That's really quick, really crappy, but you know what I mean? Their legs go like this. So here's the knee. This is actually the tip of the toe, right? This is the back of their heel. This is the calf. That's the front. So their legs are really elongated is what it is. Like their foot is all right. This is the entirety of their foot. So, and then for her, she's standing on her tippy toes, which is the hoof, right? So, what you'll want to do then is think about that while you're drawing. So you got that here, probably this here, and then this is going to be the end of the tippy toe, so her foot's going to be like that. Okay? Really draw all of that out and follow her shape as you draw the rest. I would say really enhance the back of her hair and stuff too, because she can like give her some shape, okay? She's so tiny in comparison to how you have Bard, which I know she's tiny, but give her some cool looking shapes to go with it. You've got Bard here who's got this nice big circular, little circular here. Give her the little circle, lightly larger, and then her hair, like, just goes out here. Excuse me. You know, have some fun with her hair, because her hair was, like, really big and wavy and cool like that, you know what I mean? I'd like to see more shape with that. The lead characters are very fun in all of their shapes and sizes, unless it's a normal human. Most of these non-human characters, though, have a lot of really cool, interesting aspects to them, so really try to push on those, okay? Push on what you think looks really awesome, like how, you know, how slender and spindly that lamb is, but her hair is wild and crazy. And same, her mask keeps everything together in like this tiny, you know, like her mask is the only solid piece that she has. I really like that. Bard is this big, lumbering, but elegantly poised, I'm trying to words here. Words are hard. You know, it's so hard to like put things together from this. But he's a big guy, but he walks on these tiny tiptoed little pieces of his legs. And you can really show that, like, how quick and easy, and you saw in the game how smooth and fluid he is, right? So keep that in mind as you're drawing these. You've got a good idea, though. I'm sorry I spent so much time trying to critique the actual shapes, though. I think focus more on her, fix up a little bit on Bard if you want to, and you're doing pretty good, okay? All right, next up we have... Oh, more from Marker. Okay. Okay, again, I'm going to say we're going to kind of go through these in the same aspect like I just went over with your Bard and stuff like that. Pay attention to your shapes. Pay attention to how you're fleshing stuff out, because everything looks like, I like the way that you're starting to get into coloring and stuff like that. It's very basic, simple. You've got really bright colors. You'll want to push that a little bit more, but you really want to keep working on your basic body positions and really solidifying how your stance is going to be. Pay attention to yourself in the mirror. Pay attention to how you would move in these situations, how you would hold a spear, how the movement of her hair would go, and really focus on that movement. If you want to go with cartoons, guys, you can really, really, really fuck with these proportions, okay? Like, you can make things really crazy in shape sometimes and just go with like a... You know, you draw a quick little thing, you're like, okay, I'm gonna have a character just like dashing back. And you can just have fun with it. And then you can try to put stuff into proportion of these crazy dimensions, right? You know, something like that. Like his back follows through with that, and then he's got his arms out. And then try to pose in that position and think about how that would be, okay? I really want you to start focusing on that, because you can see that with a lot of yours. You've got the right idea. You're really starting to push on your details, on everything else. I like what you're trying to do. I just want to see it pushed more. Oh, that's really cute. I like this one. I like the character details and everything. I love all the little details and stuff. You know what you want to show. You just need to start putting your stuff into perspective. And into a little bit better of proportions. And once you get that down, you're gonna start really flying with this, honey. You're really starting to get a good idea. Keep up the good work, okay? King Poe the Third. Hey! Just want to know what do you think about masterpiece. Think this shading is a weakness of mine. Yes, I do think shading is probably a weakness of yours. I would say, no, you know what?
Perhaps I should try
I love
rockets.
Little Vegeta, dude, you actually subbed. You didn't have to, baby. Thank you so much. Vegeta, I love you. Please take care of yourself. I know we were talking a little bit. I love you. Anyways, who is this again? King Poe the Third. You know what? This is just too beautiful. I have no critique for this. I have nothing more to say. You did beautifully. Put a little bit of shading in it, and I think you'd be great. Marker, this character is really cute, and I'm sorry, it reminds me of Rin, because Rin also has purple eyes and the reddish kind of hair and then the long ears. So I'm like, oh, I like this. Like, of course I would, you know. I love her hood. I love the details. Again, you really just need to be working on your proportions. Keep pushing those proportions. Keep really, like, just spend a couple days sketching stuff out and making your blueprints. Figure out how you want these faces to look. Figure out how you want the nose and the face. Look at real life and how the cheekbones sit, and where the cheekbones sit, and where the ears sit, and then how you could put these characters' ears on the same plane. You know, you have to think about the planes and the shapes, everything, to really start fleshing these out more. Once you start doing that, you're gonna really start understanding, oh damn, I know how to make this shape, and it's gonna go around like this because this shape goes here. It's gonna make sense. Everything's gonna click together. Please keep working on that, okay? Ooh, Titanium Wolf. Awesome! I love abstract art like this, okay? It's super different, and I like it. I love all the colors you use. I love the line weight, too. Keep working on that line weight. Work with those hard and light shapes that you've got going on. Like, I love the areas where the black is contrasted with the white. It looks really awesome, okay? Keep playing with that. Like, here's, in these type of pieces, you're not trying to make anything look super, you know, like realistic or anything. You're having fun with what you know. Like some of it's like, oh, okay, I see a little bat here, maybe like a little lizard, and then like here's a pterodactyl or something. I don't know what's going on, and I love it, and I can keep going through and being like, ooh, what's over here and what's over here. Play with those colors. You've got really nice, color comparisons here with red to blue. You've got some greens next to the reds as well. Complementary colors. You've got a good color palette going on. The yellows are nearby the blues too, which also works really well. It moves into the green. I love it. I really, really do. I would say really, if you want to make this even like cleaner, really try to mask everything out and then follow those lines and clean it up a lot. Because if you had this like really clean, I think it would look like professional quality, you know what I mean? If everything was super cleaned up, like those really nice vector drawings that you get, oh, that would look really cool. So if you could mask everything out with like tape and stuff as you pulled each of your colors in, it would be super cool. I think that would push that like a whole lot more if you made everything like really, really solid. I don't have much more to add into that. That would just be like a suggestion, but I really like it. Nice job. Broither! We got Minecraft style. Hey, I love your line art actually. Your line art's really clean. You've got thickness, but you also have some thin inside the large thick lines, which is really good for that Minecraft kind of style. Really digging that. I would actually say, what did I say here? Man, I really like the colors and everything too. It's really bright. I want to see something different with the eyes though, and I'm just trying to think of what. Like, what would fit this Minecraft style for the eyes? For the eyes? That's I think the only thing that's throwing me off, because everything is so blocky and perfect and fitting to this Minecraft kind of world. Aww. Okay. He's trying to sleep over here and I keep moving my mouse. He's getting annoyed by it, so. Okay. I just wish I knew what to say about for the eyes. They're not completely off-putting, but they feel so different in comparison to the rest of the drawing. That's the only thing that's bothering me. Also, the mouth here. I know you're trying to keep it blocky and you're trying to work with it, but everything is facing forward, and then you have this jaw that's moving sideways, like it's towards the back. You see how it follows around there? So you're actually saying that your jaw is like this way, but your face is this way. That's the only real critique I have there. The rest of it, I love the style. I love the idea that you're going with. You have some nice little changes here. Really nice, soft little gradients with 1 or 2 colors going on. I really like it. Nice job. Same with this one too. Again, you have a really good idea of line thickness, and I love that. I really like that. I like the bright colors that you're using, and I like how you have shapes inside of shapes. Oh, Koji baby, I'm so sorry. He's getting so annoyed. The shapes inside of the shapes look really cool. I also like that, okay, you're doing what most people kind of forget to do, is you have that nice hard light. See how you have that hard light against the dark? That's a really good idea, and you've got an awesome idea with that. The eyes look really good with this too because it fits the whole character. I really like this. You've got depth to it. Yeah, you did a really good job. I don't have much to really say on it because you've got a really good style that you're trying to hit, and I think you're hitting that style really well. Yeah, I really like it. I don't know, do you guys have any? Guys, I'm giving the best to my critique that I can, okay? If you guys have something that you want to give feedback to these other people that you see, type in the chat, okay? This is a community endeavor. It's not just me trying to give you what I think is best. Everyone has something that they can fill into this, okay? So I saw a lot of people talking earlier. I forgot who was talking earlier already, but just Pair Me Bro was giving some really good feedback, guys, that I couldn't read over everything for it. So please, guys, if you have anything to feedback, even if you're not an artist, you can be able to tell, you know, some things like that. It may not be the best, but that's where critique is that you give critique to the best of your, and then people who are receiving the critique take that for what it's worth and try to pick what they think they can and can't work with. And that's what critique's all about, okay? That's where you go as best as you can and just keep it's to help mold you for the future and see what other people are seeing and moving forward with it. All right? So I really appreciate. Yo, Titanium Wolf, Rin Hype, more subs. Woo! Thank you so much, Titanium Mold. I really, really, really appreciate it, baby. Yeah, guys, please talk with everyone. Come talk in the critique corner here on Discord. Come say hi. Come give some love. It's totally okay. Oh, yeah, refractive light. That's what I would like. I want some of that background color to shine in. Thank you, Lynx. That's a great idea. That's a very good critique right there. The refractive light, the light that kind of comes and shines in on the back of, like, I'm pointing at my screen instead, on like the back of where the dark would be. A really light, like some other color, either from your background or like maybe a blue, some other kind of light fixture that'd be coming in would really help with that. Maybe put a little bit more shine on this corner here. That would look really, really good. That's a great idea. Sunny side up. Ooh. This almost looks... Okay. I'm actually going to say, I know that you're trying to go with more detail. It looks like more of an anime kind of style. But the way it showed up in the thumbnail and the way it's showing up here really makes me think of one of those like paper dolls. And I kind of like that style. I like how very minimalistic everything is, and I kind of want you to keep with that instead. Unless you want to go with a more realistic anime style, then you have a lot to work on. Again, proportions. The arms are very, you know, there's no weight or anything to the arms or the legs. They're just straight down, right? However, if you wanted to go with that idea in general and make like paper people, like where everything is literally just like a piece or a shape, I really like that. You know, like even just ditch the shading and everything on here and just go with flat colors. Really flat, straight lines would look really cool with this. That would be my feedback there. Again, if you're trying to go for more critique, there's a lot of stuff that I was saying earlier about proportions, you know, making sure the arm, you've got no elbow, no knees, not even really a heel or anything going on with the feet. So if you want to do that, definitely start thinking about bodies, looking at your own body, you know, how your arm looks, how you want to shape it, and then going from there, okay? Tio, I love this that you made. I love it, I love it. Your style's been really improving, sweetheart. Knowing you for a while now, I love that you have a little bit of the I can't talk anymore. My Pepsi's wearing off. I might have to do a little bit more. Okay. Okay. I love the little bit of reflective light that you have in her hair. I almost want to see this a little bit darker right here because I feel like you would have a little bit darker in this area of her hair that's coming up, unless the light was coming from right here. But that doesn't seem like it. This seems like the light's coming from here. So you'd want to have this dark area and then maybe a little bit of the light right here. But it'd still be dark right here on the base of the roots. What's up, Pippi? I feel like just the head proportion is just slightly off. Like you were really trying to get the shape of the chin, and I can see that slightly with the shade, but everything feels a little too soft overall, and I want to see you push that just a little bit more. You are so close. You are so close on getting a lot more of these shapes popping out a little bit more. You're just being a little bit too soft and everything. Push that. Push that way more, and you're gonna have something good. Like right here in some of the shades that you have on the pants are really good. Push it a little bit more. Show me some real hard shading in here. Show me where each of these things, like she's gonna have a hard light right here around the neck. She's gonna have a hard light right here too. Figure out where your color's coming in. Figure out what color your reflective light is gonna be, and pop that. Okay, you're so close. It looks awesome. I love the shape of the glasses. I love the shape of the character. I know you know your Yordles by now. Just push it more, baby. You're so close. You're so close. Lynx! This is really cute. This is really cute. I love this style. I love even how very, like, minimalistic the characters are in the background. Because that's something that I forget to do all the time, okay, guys? Is that when you have stuff pushed in the background, you don't see as much detail, you know? It's gonna fade out a little bit more. It's not gonna have those hard darks or anything like that, especially when you have a bright background like this, okay? They're gonna start to fade out the further that you get into this background, right? I'd have to say the things that I want to see you work on a little bit more is the background in general. Like the clouds, they're kind of thrown in there really quick. The mountains don't matter too much. I mean, the mountains are like, they look like that anyway. So I think you did a good job with the mountains. The trees and stuff like that, though, try to add a little bit more to it. Like, really get the shape of what a tree would be. Because currently it's just kind of a clump. Like, look at a picture of a tree and literally be like, oh, okay. And, like, draw what you see out of that tree and draw that in. And I think you'll do really good there. I also want to see, like, you have, like, a really light, bright light right here, behind the character. You have the bright light behind this character, which comes into these guys as well, and then she has, like, this blue overlay on top of her. I actually want to see the background, like, be the same, unless the sun's coming from here, but if it was, it would be, like, dusk, so the lighting would be completely different. The sun's coming down from the top, so don't have this, I think you have an overlay set on top of it, and I think that's the only thing that's bothering me a little bit, is just the light here. But for the tree and how the tree's shadows coming down and the kids' shadows, oh, the kids' shadows are off a little bit too. So the sun coming from here, is it coming straight down? From the coach to the tree, it's straight down. From this kid, it starts to coming over a little bit, and then these guys, the sun's like way over here. Try to make sure that the character, or the highlights and the shades stay consistent, okay? So there's a little bit of inconsistency there, but honestly, I love your line work. I love how you color. I love how you're doing the shades and the shapes and everything. You've got an awesome style. Really cute, really fantastic. Just a couple more things to keep working on. You're really in the right track. Nice work. I love these two back here. Duck sauce. I just need to make sure. I gotta take that large off the end of it. And then, yes, I know. Oh, nice! Dude, this is really cool. I like this. Okay, duck sauce. Go prone or go home. Ah, dude, okay. I love the face. I love the character. You've got a great idea. I think the biggest thing that sticks out to me right away is this foot. You're like, you don't have a knee for him going on right now. Like, you have a knee right here. You know, there's his knee. It's got a short, quick calf and stuff like that, right? But right here, it just goes, and then, like, the foot. A little weird on that. Make sure that your knee comes up properly, and then the rest of the clothes and everything follow through with it, if that's going to be how you're doing that. It actually feels like everything might be a little bit off there. So, but I love this. I love the details on the gun and everything else. I don't know jack shit about guns, okay? So, Yomu, hello. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep up. Where can I see the critique of my work? Did I miss your critique? Got here late. Yeah, Hip. Guys, all of this is going to be recorded and put onto YouTube, okay? So if you missed it, I'm going to have a highlight set for, I'm going to have it set to save so you can watch it here on Twitch later, or you can watch it on YouTube, okay? So if you missed it, that's totally okay. Alright, so here's kind of what I want to see going on here. Is like, you have this awesome face, you have this awesome arm. It's just the proportions that you kind of messed up a little bit down here. So if he's got, yeah, everything would kind of really be different because of that knee, and I'm probably gonna have to change a whole lot because of it. Oh, that's what I want. Yeah, okay, from here you want his knee out a little bit more, and then probably the duck's bill faced out this way a little bit more. Yeah, that would be much better. Okay. So you'd have a little bit more weight set on this foot, probably push it in just a little bit more, and then you would have that leg come up like this, and then his boot. Yeah, so that's your biggest issue right there, is just that knee and a little bit on his body proportions. Which, I mean, you could push it a little bit more. You could actually have this arm being faced out like this. So it'd be faced like inwards a little bit more. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit my microphone. You'd have it faced inwards a little bit like this. That way it would go back on the back of this shoulder instead, not on the back of that one. And then you'd have his face right here still. That's all. This is all really good. I really like the face. You know, and then maybe his gun would have to... Ooh, his gun can actually sit on his knee. then he could have it holding out like this, so you could have the rest of it up. So, I mean, see how everything starts to... Guys, again, I can't explain to you how much you need to just get out of your chair and try to do these proportions and be like, okay, how would I sit like this? And, ooh, yeah, I actually want to lean forward if I'm holding something heavy over the top. And then I could have this gun right here, like, yeah, I'm one badass motherfucker. You know, like, that's what I want to see, guys, okay? Get your ass out of the chair. Get your ass out of the chair. Get into these positions, and you will start to realize what more you can do and push with these pictures. Awesome job, though. I love this. It's really nice, dude. Fantastic work. All right. Next up, got Chain's drawing. Chain, I critiqued this last week, sweetie. I critiqued this on here already. I mean, again, what I saw from the actual picture, you want to work with your shades a little bit more. You have a really bright light here, but then no lights here. You have really just, you know, you started to do a little bit of shading, and then the rest of the face doesn't have shading and stuff like that. So, you know, look back on the chat. I critiqued that last week, and you can get the information on that. But definitely keep trying to push the shades a little bit more. Try to push the shapes a little bit more. This is the arms out of the proportion to the rest of the head and the shoulder. So if the hand's gonna be pointing out like this, like, look at my camera, okay? Look at my camera. See how that looks, even from like right here? See how different that looks compared to? That's what you want to be paying attention to. Go get in a mirror and point at yourself like this and be like, all right, where's my elbow? All right, where's my shoulder? All right, where's my neck and everything? And how big is my face in comparison? If you want to push that perspective where his finger is being pointed out, you also want to make these lines up front a little bit thicker and stuff like that, okay? So that's my critique on that one, babe. All right, next one.
Perhaps I should try more rockets.
Oh, we got another one, Dr. Hep. Thank you so much for the subscription, baby. Rin hype. Rin hype, Rin hype. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for all the subscriptions today. I really appreciate it. All right, so I'm gonna try to copy the image URL and see if I can get a closer picture of this one because I can't see it very well. Oh, okay, yes. I'm glad I did because I can see that a little bit better. We're gonna blow this up a little bit. All right. I love the proportions on these two. I love the really thin, clean lines in between the characters. I love the colored shading on each of them and even how that comes at, like, look at how it, like, fades out a little bit right here. See how it's a little bit more faded? I want to see that a little bit more, like, in here, too. Have a little bit of a fade, but really a hard light on, like, the edge right here. And then fade that out a little bit more. Yeah, that would look super cool. I love the simplicity in each of the characters, too. I love how very simple their eyes are. Her face is a little off, though, in proportion. Like, you're pretty close, but her eye would actually be, like, right up about here. Whoops. So, I just made her look really angry. So I'd say the eye would be up just a little bit more in proportion there. But the rest of it feels pretty good. Her hips might be out just a little bit. I still really like this. I really love this. I love how the hair encompasses her face right here. I really love the blue one. The blue one's my favorite right now. The green one also, I like how her hair comes around. I like the shape of the hair. I love that thick outline with the thin on the inside. It's really awesome. Nice work on that. I don't know if you want me to critique the sketches and stuff here. I love the sketches. I love sketch work. So, Starduck. I love the simplicity of each of these characters, and I love their wobbly little lines. I really like your style. Your style is very fluid. It's kind of all over the place. You can really feel like you were just going with what you felt would be good, and you just kind of scribbled wherever, and I like that. It feels like you were moving from your wrist, and I like that. I really like that. Fantastic work. I love, yeah. Keep working with, You know, maybe I want to see just like maybe just a little bit darker in some of these areas. So you really make sure that you still feel that that depth to their bodies with it being, you know, a top-down view from here. Maybe just a little bit heavier in some of the lines in some other areas. I think that might help a little bit. But I don't know. I still really like it the way it is. It's just a suggestion that maybe it'd be good, especially on some of your other sketches, to try it out. See a couple of the thicker lines in some other areas to really push like the depth perception. I think it'd look good. Nice work, sweetheart. That was Lynx, by the way. Lynx. We had Chain before that, and then Hitch Art Studios was the one prior to that. Sunny Side Up. Is this a Toho character? It looks like a Toho character. I don't know if it is or isn't. If it's your own thing, sorry. I love I love all the different colors and like fun that you've got going on here. Again, as I've been telling a lot of other stuff, watch your body proportions. A lot of you guys are at this point where you're like, you understand really basic like anime proportions, right? Now you just need to think more about that. There's no elbow here, right? You're definitely trying to follow the circles here though, which I like. You just didn't stay consistent with it, so you want to make sure you make another oval right here. So I'll make another oval here so that you make sure you follow that in proportion with the wrist. Same with this here. You have a nice one almost right here, but you didn't make the connecting of the oval. And that one on the bottom you did though. I like how you can almost, I want to say like this looks like it's supposed to be see-through a little bit, which if it is, I want to see a little bit more of the lines underneath that and a little bit of the colors bleeding in together. It was so old. Oh, Grelliman. Okay. No, it's cool. I still like the idea of the character. I want to see more details though. Like, what are these going on the hat and stuff like that? Like, I see the little ghost. And what is this? Are they lights? Are they buttons? Are they pins? What are these colors? Give me a little bit more details so I know what's going on. Like the design of it. Is this the frill edge? Is it sewn on? Give me some more details here, you know? Where would her clips in her hair actually sit to, and how would her hair sit because of those clips? Like, you're not gonna clip your hair and they're just gonna hang on this piece of hair, right? How would clipping it into your hair actually be, you know? Think about that. I think you could really push this character a little bit more. She's got a cool idea. I just want to know what's going on with it. Like, is this a body piece? Is this metal pieces clipped to her? How would they be clipped to her? Are they glued to her? Are they stapled to her? You know, try to give me. Well, you don't have to link me to the original thing, Grelliman. Try to tell me what's going on with the idea with your art. That's what you gotta do. You gotta give me these details through your art so that people can depict that and go, ooh, okay. Oh, okay. This is a good idea. So, but yeah, I like the colors. I like the fun. She looks like she's just pieced together, and it looks like you could really have fun with a lot of these kind of things. Like the, oh my gosh, I forgot the name of the style, but in Japan where they wear all these bright, like, pastel colors, and they just clip everything that they can onto them. Do something like that with her. I mean, that's what she looks like. She's got a whole bunch of random shit clipped to her. So really think about how all this random shit's gonna be clipped to her, and I would love to see that. I want to see each of those details. I really want to see that, because if I saw that, I'd be like, ooh, look at this. She's got like a butterfly in her hair, and then like random hair clips that are like clipped in here, but that one has a star, and that one has like a freaking unicorn on it, and then like she's got freaking LED lights in her shirt. What? Like, I would be able to depict all that. I think that'd be really cool. Red. You're Nabir on stream? Alright, hi Nabir. Beautiful. I love, you can definitely see even in the hair, you've got the highlights coming up right here, the darker but still a little bit of top lighting coming just slightly. I love this hard light on her face. I love under the nose right here. I love under the eye. Everything's really nice here. Awesome sketch with that. You've got some of these dark lines, and I know this is kind of a sketch, so I'm curious if you were to take this into production, where would you put those dark lines? Would that stay in here? Would you put that in the hair? I want to see a little bit of those dark lines if you're going to keep them into the final production or not. Otherwise, you've got a great idea. You've got a great grasp of the lighting. Maybe I like it for the character's style, but if you wanted to get a little bit more realistic, be careful about how far out your eye is over here. It would actually be a little bit closer in. It would just be, and this is just me trying to like over critique just a little bit, right? But if you wanted to go a little bit more realistic, it would technically end a little bit sooner here. And probably be a little bit closer to her nose. But I still really like it. For this style, for how your characters are, I like how it works. So technically, I don't think it's really that big of a deal. Yeah, I really don't think it's that big of a deal. I just want to see some more of these hard, like, dark lights coming in here, because I think it'd probably be a little bit darker up here. Either way, it's all really, really, really nice. I really like it. And that's just minor little critiques there. I really don't have much else to tell you on that. So, I really love it. Very pretty lighting. Ah, that's really cute! Yeah, those are mostly sketch lines that you would probably be changing with more rendering. Okay. So then at that point, ignore what I said about the dark lights, because I figured if it was going to be like really dark on those sections, you'd want to have a little bit more of that darkness kind of going through in the hair and stuff like that. So that's why I was curious if that would be for production or not. Since, again, this is a sketch, I can't really tell on that. I would have to see more of your production ways. So this is really cute, though. I like the white light that you're using to kind of help outline some of the background lighting. I think the biggest thing that I want to see here is another form of light. Like, I know he's white in the fur, but he would still have a little bit of, like, maybe some of this orange coming in, which you actually did. You put, like, a little spot right here in the eye, but not anywhere else on it. And I want to see that color, you know? I really want to see that color in here. I like how you have some of your lines still in here a little bit. I really like that. I just want to see a little bit more of that color. Push that color a little bit more in here, and this would look really cute. I love your style. I love the big eyes. I love what's going on with the nose. His tail probably wouldn't connect right there, so I'd say if you're gonna have that tail, like, have it, you know, be invisible coming back here, because that looks like it connects to the back of his, I mean, unless it does connect to the back of his back, then excuse me for being wrong. So I really like this overall. The shapes are very simple. The hair is really fun. I really like how you paint stuff in really quick. So, Ren, have you ever played around in SA? If so, any tips for line art? If not, any general line art tips? I have played in SAI, and SAI is actually a lot easier for line art in general because you can actually get in and put that, stabilizer on. You should try to keep my colors monochrome. Hey, it's okay! This is really good coloring though, Nabira. Gremlin, I'll get right back to you. This is really good coloring. I just want to see a little bit more of that coloring pop up. Just a little bit. If you literally had a little bit of that pink and like a back highlight on him, just a little bit on like on the back side of his ear, a little bit on the back side of his tail, you know, right here in his collarbone, just a little bit of that, perfect. It would really be like really good and fit with your style. I really love it. So don't worry about that. Gremlin, okay, going back. You have a stabilizer in SAI, which really helps. I don't, but I think you actually can put one in Photoshop. There's a plugin for it. For your line art, though, if you guys want to get really good, clean line art, practice flicking your wrist. Technically, you should be doing it from your elbow, but since I'm on a tiny tablet, I've had to learn how to do it from my wrist. Be quick, little, just practice doing that for a while until you get really used to controlling your hand and what kind of shapes that you want to make so that you get that nice, clean, crisp liner. Okay? And you can double take on a couple of them too. Like, you don't always have to be a perfect line. And don't be afraid to make one line and be like, no, I don't like that. And then you make another line, and you're like, no, I don't like that one either. You make another line, I don't like that either. So you go to another part and you're like, oh, okay, I like that one. Like, you're gonna redo those lines a couple of times, okay? Based Hacker, what tablet would you recommend? For beginners who have never drawn on the computer before, I would highly recommend you guys drawing with a Wacom. Wacom Comic. Wacom Comic is a great place to start. If you want to go a little bit cheaper, if you can search for it online, look for Bamboo. The Intuos took over the Bamboo line, but they're a little bit cheaper. They're about 50-60 bucks is when I got mine. I'm currently on a Wacom Intuos Medium Pen and Touch. I don't use the Touch though, I really hate it. go cheap, okay? Go cheap with the Wacom series, as cheap as you can to get started until you get used to it, and then as you get really comfortable, then you can move up into the Cintiqs and save for a Cintiq and get used to that. Each time it's going to be different, and I don't know if it was a Splash, I just knew it was a Bamboo. It was kind of older. Uh-oh, dropping frames. T-Born, what's up? Come on. Alright, don't do the thing. Stop it.
For great science.
Okay, we're good. Moving on. Aw, titanium. Again, I'm really loving this. I really want to see... These colors are a little bit more dull. I don't know if that's from the picture or not, but there's a lot of like browns and greens that feel a little gross next to each other. I want to see more vibrancy with that, and that's just personally for me. I still really like the idea. I want to see it cleaned up more too. Like spend a little bit more time and really go thick in those black lines, and then really thick in those white lines, and make it really clean each time, okay? Pundos! Hi, Pundos! Oh, I'm glad you like the overlay. Thank you so much, Kid himself. But yeah, like, really focus on cleaning those lines up. Really focus on what colors you want to have. If you want to have complementary colors, make sure red's with green. Make sure, you know, blue's with yellow and stuff like that. Put those complementary colors next to each other and really buff those things out, okay? Buff those colors out. And I'd love to see that more, okay?
Raise your what?
Yo, what? Antanius, thank you for the donation, babe. Quiplash funded or buy some gelato, your call. I need to actually play Quiplash. I haven't done that yet. Thank you, sweetheart. I really appreciate that. Just sketching. Oh, yo, dude, it's been a while. I don't know why that popped up over here. I love this chibi. Okay? I really love that.
For great science.
I actually want to see her face. This is just me personally. I think it would be okay. I think it's still okay the way it is. But I actually want to see her head, I think, pushed down a little bit more. I'm seeing too much of her neck, and I think that's what's bothering me slightly. Or maybe too much of her chin. I usually like chibis without, like, really super big rounded chins. I try to make them as little as possible. What's going on? Newest poster? Oh, nice! Chippy, if you want to get a critique, I'm going in line as much as I can. Oh my god, there's 87 new messages. Okay, guys. Here's the thing. I need you all to only post one drawing. Okay? And I'm going to go off of that one drawing per person. I've got way too much that I'm trying to get through, okay? I'll do my best to get through it as much as I can. I've only got so much time in a day, and I've already been doing this for an hour. Woo! Got so much critique going on. Anyway, back to this. I think it's just me on it, but I think I just want to see the roundness of her face change just a little bit. Oh, is Cody here? Yo, is Cody here? Cody! I'm sitting here like chatting away. If Cody's here, Cody, what's up, dude? How are you? Motherfucking Cody. I'm sorry, Cody. I love you. Cody. Oh, yeah, he is. Wow, who is this nerd? Cody, please. Cody, please. Lol. Next Level Games, what's up, guys? Thank you for being here. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to keep up with everyone and going through all the critique stuff. I'm very, very sorry about that. I didn't know that. Oh, no. Nabir, it's not your fault. I'm literally just now saying, like, because I'm getting so much talking, I'm going to have to only limit to one person or one drawing per. So that's not a... That wasn't a rule until just now. But otherwise, anyways, going back to this, just sketching. I like the shape. I like what's going on. I think I just want to see a little bit less in the neck to really chibify her a little bit more. Because, like, you're starting to get almost a little realistic in, like, her boobs and her chest area. And the rest of it goes back to, like, really minimalistic chibi drawing. Same with their arms, too. You know? Right? Discord is actually really cool, Cody. I would recommend checking it out. Like, they're my sponsor right now, but I was really hyped to try to get people onto a little area and make a community thing for art and critiquing and stuff like that. So, I don't know. I've really been liking it so far. It's been really hype. So, I mean, if you want to check it out, dude. First time on the stream, and I'm really enjoying it so far. Toxart, yo, thank you so much, man. I'm really glad you like being here. I love just sketching. I really love the claw that you have going on. I love the box shape and everything. That's really awesome. You can definitely tell that that's a toy machine for sure. I love that. I really, really love that. I love what you've got going here. I don't know why she's gonna shoot it though. Is she pissed off? Like, I think that's what I'm getting right now. It's like, she is super pissed off that this claw machine gypped her. So she's gonna break this motherfucker open and get what toy she wants out of it. You know what I mean? I love it. I really, really, really love it. Yo, Milk, thank you. Yeah, I'd say personally, I just want to change that a little bit. But honestly, the general sketch, the guns, everything feels really good on it. I really, really, really like it. Nice job on that chibi view of her. That's gonna look really good, finalized. Alright, we got one by Base Blue. Whoa. This looks like it was made in one of those art, like, program thingies. This is crazy, dude. I actually can't say I can critique much on this because, I mean, you've got really good colors going on here. It's just abstract, dude. I like it. Nice job. You know, I don't really have much to critique on it. I'm not a abstract person to really be able to give critique on that. What would be more enhancing for the viewers to really get them into the mood. Yeah, it's cool though. Seru! Seru, this is really cute. Really, really cute. I like what you're trying to do with the chibi. I want to actually say for this in general, squish it just a little bit more. Make it a little bit more cute. Okay, we're gonna try to go into this. It's a flowing paint program. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That program's really cool. I like those cool little programs like that. So here's what I want to see. I want to see this big head still, but I want to see itty bitty body. That's what I really love with chibis, is that, like, you just squish them. You squish them. Yeah, squish them, squish them, squish them. Maybe we do need to squish the head a little bit. It's just in general, for me, personally, the proportions to make it chibi, you could really, really, really enhance that, like, way more. You know what I mean? Also, with the colors, you're actually pretty close on. I want to see those pushed a little bit more. Really push that dark light under, in the backside of her hair area. Maybe under her chin a little bit, so it pushes her face just a little bit more. Make her hands a little bit more stubby, you know? Like, you're really close on the shape here, and I really like it. I just want to see her, like, even more cute. And you can really squash her more. Yeah, chibi is like a two-head format. Though honestly, I've seen people who've pushed past that. You know, they can make it a little bit bigger. It really does depend on the person and how you make stuff. But I think for her, in general, I feel like she's a little too tall. Personally, I felt like I was a little too tall for what you're trying to get with such a big head. She felt really elongated. So I just want to see her squashed up a little bit more like that. You know? Make her body, actually, like, make the legs a little bit longer. But her body really tiny in comparison. Like, itty bitty pea body, and then, itty bitty pea body. Right? And then you can have her legs a little bit longer. I feel like one foot should be kind of placed out here a little bit more. You know, do something different rather than just side, because we don't sit with our legs. Lol, Yomu. We don't sit with our feet out like this. You know what I mean? You have your feet a little different. So maybe change that up just a little bit. You could also maybe take your shoulder out just a little bit more. Maybe add a little bit more depth to her hair. You're really close on a lot of this, and I really, really like. I really, really like what you have going on here. I just wanted to see it push just a little bit more so we get a little bit more of that cuteness out of her. I want to see those shades pushed a little bit more. Definitely push more on that shading, okay? Pushing more on that shade is really going to enhance her shape and her form, which is going to give more to that chibi look, okay? And don't be afraid to go into different colors. Like, you're staying in this same tone of one color of the face, right? See how we haven't moved at all in this tract? Go a little bit more into the reds. And shade with a little bit more of a red. Okay? That'll also enhance a little bit more of your colors and stuff like that and start to make it pop just a little bit more. Okay? So, I know that's really quick, and I'm pooping on all of these just to try to give feedback, so I'm sorry about that, guys. I hope that makes sense, though. And I hope you guys are enjoying this and that you're liking this feedback the best that I can. Again, guys, if you're here in chat and you see other people's art in the critique corner of, I'm sorry, Kitty. He's so angry. He's like, why do you keep moving the mouse? If you guys see other people's art here in the critique corner, please, guys, give feedback to the other people, okay? Please, 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 give back feedback to these people. Let them know what's going on. You guys can give feedback just as much as I do, okay? My critique, I might be missing something very, very important that somebody else will find and be able to give back to you guys, okay? So please, 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 help each other out. This is a community project. It's not just from me, okay? Oh, Cat, this is so cute. This is really cute. I love when people do this, like, sparkly eye effect, okay? I feel like her torso's a little bit turned too much. Like, you wouldn't see that much of her tushy. You know what I mean? You're kind of like, I can't have, like, half of the front side of my chest showing and my butt at the same time. So she's a little twisted too much. You can still make it look really cute if you really want to show off her tushy just a little bit. Just put that butt cheek back just a little. That way she's not twisted so much. Other than that, I love the line art. I love the simple, really quick, the quick lines that you've got here. I love how dark her face is in the pink color with the yellow shirt and the white shorts. I love the color contrast you've got going for this character. While she's really dark skinned, you have really bright light colors, which is something she would probably actually wear. And I love that. And I really, really like that. I just want to see a little bit more contrast. Maybe in her face, like, so you can see her eyebrows just a little bit. Like, if light was shining on her face, you would still see a little bit of that. You know what I mean? But I love her pink hair. I love the cute little sparkles. I really love the simplistic style. Very nice job. Much chatting. Hitch. Beautiful. Picasso. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Sunny side up. Ooh. Yes. You went with it. You tried to give a little bit more of just the really quick, blocky characteristics and kind of like paper doll design. I like it. Keep pushing that more. Don't even do line art, okay? Do like, here. Here's what I want to see. I want to see something like this, okay? Copy image. I want to see like colored line art if you're going to actually use line art, or no line art at all, so that each thing is like its own section. So you'll have like a slightly darker block here. Ooh, maybe like even a blue next to it. A little bit more turquoisey, yeah? Yes. Put that block here. Put some contrasting colors and shapes next to each other and just have fun with it. You know what I mean? I think that'd be really cool. I think my Final Fantasy 14 got skipped, but that doesn't matter since I posted 2 before you said only 1. Hikari, what? I didn't see a Final Fantasy one. Nope, I haven't skipped anything yet, Hikari. Ooh, Hika, that's really pretty. But yeah, Sunnyside. If you're gonna have fun with these like quick shapes, just do that. Color the line art too, okay? Make colored line art, have some fun with it, and then if you want to later, you can maybe you could even do some very minor shading pieces into it, yeah? Very, very minor. Maybe the same color as the lines would be, yeah? Just have fun with that. Have fun with these shapes. That's what I want to see. I want to see stuff like this. Hers isn't on my Discord. That's weird. That is super weird. I am so sorry. Hika, if you want to try to repost it again, I can try to get to it. I'm very sorry. Yeah, look at that. Just start having fun with these shapes. If you're gonna go with this very, very, very shapely look, you know, with just blocks and cubes, and be very specific on each shape though. If you're gonna have a triangle or a rectangle, make sure you got that triangle. Make sure you got that rectangle. Make sure they're really solid and consistent. Okay. That's what I want to see with that. Like, if you're just gonna have a circle for a head, make sure it's circle. If you're gonna have this shape for the face, make sure that face shape stays consistent. Same with the eyes, okay? The second one's on there. Okay, well, at least I've got this one. So thank you for posting the censored version. I appreciate that. Hika, this is gorgeous. I love your line art. I love how you have the horns and the darkness kind of floats back here with the white lines still kind of coming down to really enhance that area a little bit more. I love that. I love when people use these white lines to do that. Again, I think something to really enhance this a little bit more is adding a little bit of, like, maybe a little bit of green extra color in here. Elaine, what's up? What's up? Thank you. Yes, thank you for censoring. I really appreciate that. Elaine, we're doing a critique day where people are posting onto my my Discord server, and I'm trying to give feedback for people while also bringing the community in to also help out one another become better artists. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, that's what we're trying to do. That's a new thing I've been trying to do. So yeah, this is Hikasar's. Hikasar.deviantart.com. And I think a little bit of, like, that extra green color where it would shine through on some of the shade, like a little bit in the back of her hair here. Oh yeah, a little bit. Oh, or the back shine from the flowers would probably actually reflect a little bit more on her hair. I think that would look really good. Same on the horns, just a little bit. Like, you could really, hang on, we're gonna copy image URL and we're gonna post this in here. Okay, so we could, and I'm sorry again, guys, I'm trying to go through these as quick as I can, so they're going to be really, really fast. But just a little bit of that extra color enhance. Oh, yeah, look it. Just putting a little bit of that gold reflecting onto the horns, and then it would reflect a little bit, maybe a little bit more orange right here. Yes. Oh, yeah, that would enhance it so much more. Do a little bit of that enhancement lighting. That would really, really help. It would have a little bit, especially on her golden pieces right here. That would definitely enhance it more. And then you could have some of this green kind of reflect off of the flower a little bit. Yes! I like it. Yes! Yes! Just some reflective light. I think that's really all you need in this, is just some reflective light. I really, really, really like that idea. Keep going with that. You've got great line art. You've got a good idea of how you want your proportions to kind of show. You know, she's got, you could probably do a little bit more to her proportions if you want to. Like, she's really skinny in between. Yes. She's really skinny in between, and her head's pretty big in comparison. So I would say maybe enhance and add a little bit more there, kind of like maybe make her shoulders a little bit wider. Kind of really help with enhancing the flow of her body. But other than that, I mean, I know you wanted her skinny anyway, but she still looks like she could have just a little bit more body enhancement. Just a little bit more body enhancement. Okay, didn't have to make her titties bigger. But you know what I mean, right? Go off of that. I think just if you really wanted to, but other than that, reflective lighting. Put that reflective lighting in. That's really gonna help. Beautiful work, sweetheart. I love your stuff. Tofu! Oh my gosh, Tofu. Alright, Tofu. I know, again, you're looking at this stuff, and I love that. I love the chibi stuff you've got here. I love the line art that you're starting to work with. I'd say, okay, you've got this awesome shape for the first one here, but then these two kind of get a little bit less, get a little bit less in the background here, like you start to lose some of their details, but that's because the line art is staying just as thick as the ones up here. Try to thin out your line art. Be really gentle on that line art back there so that you can get more details out of these characters, and then these ones up here will be pushed further. So you can make their line art darker, the ones who are closer to the camera, while the ones who are further back, make those lighter, okay? I think that'll really help with a lot of this. And then, I want to see more color in it. I mean, if you put little tidbits of color here and there, but not everything's colored. Put more in. I want to see it finished. Other than that, I think it's a really great job. Maybe, instead of just pencil line art, if you want to color it, try looking into getting some inking pens. Get some microns if you want. I love inking with micron. You can get a couple different sizes. You can get like a really thin line, and then you can get really large ones as well for the thicker line art. Play with your line art, dude. I think you'd really have fun with that. Nice work. Oh, Vito. Sorry, Vitio.
Raise your
Ooh,
what?
hey. Yo, what? Pi donated 20. Yo, Pi, thank you so much, babe. Awesome stream as usual, dude. Good night. Pi, I love you. Have a good night, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Okay. Vitio, I love what you're trying to do here. Okay, I forget to do this a lot, and I think it would actually help me, is using monochromatic colors, or just black and whites in this case, grayscaling, to be able to get your idea out. But you can actually go completely in grayscale and then put your color in later. And I love it. I love what you did here. I would say if you really want to, push this fire a little bit more. Make, like, I don't even think you have full whites in here. I want to see that push just a little bit more. Same with the proportions and, like, this hand. Look at how a hand would be on that rock. Really think about how you could claw. You could put more detail in those hands. You've got some good detail already starting to go on from the face of the monster to the guy in the background, and you've got some of his body proportions and stuff there. Start adding a little bit more, and then enhance that with your grayscale, okay? And I mean, really, at this point, you could start overpainting on top of all of this and go crazy. Oh, wow. Yeah, that is almost a full white. Okay, so what you want to... Whoops. As I bump. What you want to do is really push those bright whites and contrast to some of the darker gray areas, right? And you can really, literally, you can start doing overpaints at this point, or what I like to call overpaint. You've got all of your details in where you want to, so now you can start figuring out how you want to make those contrasts pop just a little bit more, you know? Add details into these horns and start to pick that out with your lights and your darks here. And really, really, really start to push each of the details as you get into this, okay? Actually, that would be... because all of this would be really, really bright if this whole area is dark and then this is the only source of light that's coming from it. But yeah, you're getting the right idea. Like, the only parts that are going to shine is just this part past his head. So the rest of this would be really covered in shadow. You know, and then you could start, like I said, you just overpaint, you figure out where each of your shapes are going to be, and you start enhancing into that. I think, yeah, that'll really start looking cool. Start doing your overpaint, dude. Add more detail into this. You could really start pushing this. You could really, really start pushing this, and I love what you got going on here. Just make sure, be careful of your proportions. Try to look at, the proportions of hands and stuff like that. Make sure you've got the fingers and everything going through. Oh, damn, I didn't even see the spear down here. Yeah, dude, you want this to, like, shine. Shine with that blood. Really push that so people focus in on that, okay? Because you've already got this nice curve going up through, so people look at the fire, they look at this character, and then you want this to pop out. You want that blade to really... Whoops. You want people to see that blade and they look at that and go, wow, look, like, holy crap, this whole spear goes right through him. the whole way through. Holy crap. You know, there
Great science.
maybe his other bits of blood coming out right here. Yes! Yes! Yeah, you could really have fun with this. I could sit here and try to, like, re-detail out all of this, and it would be super, super fun. It'd be really awesome. Hand, to submit stuff for critique, you go onto the Discord channel, into the critique corner. Whoops, I can't spell my own thing. Discord. You post up onto the critique corner area, which is right here. See this little chat area right here? Lovely, beautiful, fancy. Oh yes, look at the beautiful critique corner. You post in there, and I will try to get to it as quickly as I can. Oh my god, there's 134 new messages. Holy crap! I'm not gonna be able to get through all of this in a day, guys. Give me 2 seconds to go take a really quick break. I need to breathe for a minute. I need to recharge my batteries for a second. Y'all are gonna like spam me out with stuff today. I'm really hoping that I'm helping you guys today. I hope you're enjoying this. I hope you're having fun. If you like this, please join in the channel. Come give critique to everybody, okay? Come give some love to everyone. Guys, I don't have to be the only one giving critique. You guys can give feedback just as much. All of you are working to be artists. All of you, even if you're not artists, you can totally come in and you guys see stuff in real life just as much as we do, and you can give a little bit of feedback as well. Now, the person doesn't have to take it to heart, okay? So be nice to each other, be kind, say hi. Let's talk art, guys. Let's start helping each other. This is the community I want to build. I want to help everyone start building and creating and getting better at their art, okay? You got none of these breaks. So guys, thank you so much. I'll be right back. Give me 2 seconds and we'll get right back into it, okay? Alright, guys. We're back. Quick break was quick. Ugh. Vika, take care, sweetie. Hi and bye. Sorry, I just got back. Alright. So then. Whew. You guys are like killing me with this stuff. I'm gonna do my best to get through everyone before I have to take out for the day and get back to work and stuff, okay? So. Whew. Alright, so this is from Bear. Bear! Bear! From Angel Morgana. I like it. My biggest thing that I see right away, I like the face. I really like the eyes too. My issue with it right now is your arms. Her arms are way too short. Okay. Her body proportions are a little off too, but I think the biggest thing that you want to work on right now is just the arms. Okay. Funny thing about Rin is the fact that it looks like a lot of words. Okay, I look like a girl that you know. Well, hey, I hope that's a girl that is cool and not a bad thing. I hope. Man, I need to get like proper lighting. What is light? Okay. So, I like the general idea that you have with the body and the face and stuff. Like, those are okay. The biggest issue I see is the hands and the wings. Look at actual hands, look at actual wings. And I mean, I think my cat just ninja'd and jumped onto the back of my chair. Kitty! No? Is he not? Okay. I am talking too fast. My brain can't keep up. So, yeah. Look at actual, like, I'm literally gonna Google wings. And don't look up angel wings, because people draw them really weird, too. I don't like how angel wings are drawn. Look up bird wings, okay? Look up bird wings, okay? And literally, check that out, right? Now, then what you could do is you could also do birds in flight. And you can start to see how their wings would bend, depending on how it would be on the back of a person, okay? Try to think of that and translate that into here, okay? Same with the arms. The arms, pose yourself in front of the mirror and think about what is she trying to do? I don't really see what she's trying to do with her hands. She's got like, is she supposed to be out like this? Are they supposed to be down more? Pose yourself in the mirror. Think about how it's going to be. Ask if someone can take a picture with your phone, or see if you could take a picture of yourself with your phone, at least with just one hand out, so you can get an idea, and then just like take up another picture with you holding it on the opposite end, okay? Or find an actual drawing or a picture pose online. There's a lot of references and poses out there that people have done already that you could reference to get a good idea so that you can fix these arms. Because literally, your arm right here, like her shoulders start to fall off, and then you have no elbows going on, the foreshortening's all wrong. It's really, really messed up here, and that's your biggest issue right now. Focus on those arms, okay? Because, like, usually arms... I need to, like, delete all these layers right now. Okay. No. There we go. Okay, so what I usually do for a body is I'll just kind of draw this in really quick, right? You know, here's what I've got for my body. The arms, about almost as long. Yeah, about, think about it. Like, here's my shoulder. You've got a decent space in between the shoulder and where the bottom of my chin ends, right? So about that big. And then my forearms actually, or this my forearm, this area right here is about as big as that. And then you can do that again. Ooh, hey, look. Actually, it's about 2 pieces of from your chin. So this area right here, hey, look, I just discovered something. 1, 2. 1, 2. Hey, we have an arm. Holy crap, the things you figure out. Did you read any drawing books? By the way, nice stream. Mazin, thank you. I haven't read too many drawing books. I usually look up a lot of stuff on the internet nowadays. Before that, I used to go to classes and stuff like that, before Twitch and everything was a big thing, you know, streaming and stuff like that, which I wish YouTube was around earlier, because then I wouldn't have gone to college. I'm not even gonna lie, college is way too expensive right now, and I would have just self-taught myself on the internet. So you guys are lucky. Soak it up, all right? Ask questions, talk to people, network, make friends. Everyone can help you teach, help you learn. There you go. So, okay. My cat's playing with stuff. Are you being a turd? Huh? Are you being a turd? Yeah, you're being a turd. Anyway. Think about that when you're making arms, okay, sweetheart? And then if you need to bend it in foreshortening, think about it. Okay, so you're gonna be, this is gonna be closer like that. So there you go. Same thing. It would still just move up this way, but now you just have foreshortening. So you draw that circle closer so you know about where it's gonna be, and voila. And then you can start drawing your hands where you need them to be. And so on and so forth, okay? Then look up actual hands and stuff like that. I always have to look up pictures of hands because I'm still suffering a little bit on them. I'm still trying to make sure that I understand them better, that I can try to, you know, I'm trying to map it out a little bit better. So I'm like, okay, so the joint knuckles like here. So this is part 1, part 2, part 3, you know, I'm trying to figure that out a little bit better, but sometimes it's still just hard, especially in weird proportions when, pussy! What's up, baby? I love you, bro. I love you. Poo love. Poo man. Okay, so, like, you know, look at, when it's just really weird proportions, when you've got really weird things going on with hands, try to look at references as much as you can. Don't make it harder on yourselves, guys. Even if it means you have to reference yourself in a mirror, just do that. Seriously, I have a mirror right next to... I'm not even joking, okay? Every time I'll show you this. Okay. Whoops, and I almost hit my fan. Da-da-da-da! Mirror! Keep one of those nearby you, please. Right, Derpicus? So, headset users, I'm sorry. Did I break people's... So, grab a mirror, guys. Seriously, you can get one of those for like 10, 15 bucks at Target, okay? Go grab one and then just practice, and anytime you're having an issue, go pose in that mirror so you don't have to go very far, okay? Whew. Unagi! Alright, Unagi. I want to see more details going on with this. I like how you're trying to go. You're trying to push this proportion and this perspective where the two Asura are in between the golem. At least I know what this is because this is definitely Guild Wars 2. And I'm glad that I can tell that too. So you've got the gem here. Start enhancing on the lines more. Kind of like you have where you see the shape of the arm pieces, right? You've got that circular motion right here. Make sure you've got that circular right here so you see that plane, because this is a plane here and then it comes out to the front, right? Plane here comes out to the front. Make sure you keep with those planes, okay? Make sure you keep pushing that so that you keep this I'm losing it, guys. I'm sorry. This perspective pushed, okay? That way you keep this depth. You know that, okay, this sits behind this. You're starting to do that really good right here in this. Keep that up. I want to see that for everything. Everything. Don't give up on these characters down here either. You want to make sure you do that on each of the characters too. Because we're currently in their sketch form. They're looking really flat. I want to see all of the shapes of them. All of it. All of it. Okay? Because you're doing really good with technical shapes here. I want to see that for the characters and everything too. Alright? Mars. Oh, this is pretty. This is very pretty. I like it. I almost want to see... Now, I know this is going to be a little far-fetched, okay? Oh, Nagi, that's super cute. Thank you. For this one, if you wanted to try to, get a paint, like one of the inking paint brushes and black out that whole back area and then try to keep the stars in. I think that would be really, really cool and really push that, but also take you a hell of a lot longer. Or you could do it strictly with pen too if you wanted to. It's just going to take you a really long time. You have to be very, very, very delicate with all of your scratches, because otherwise you're going to see it's going to shine too much, you know what I mean? I want to see, because you followed some of the petal shapes really nicely here, but then the Mars, I think, is that you're trying to draw here. I'm really bad with planets. I assume it's Mars. No, it's not Mars, because Mars doesn't have a ring around it. I'm dumb. Aw, guys, just let me quit while I'm ahead instead of making an absolute fool of myself. Okay. Planet thing! Random planet thing in the background. Smart! Rin smart! Do our thing! The stuff. Okay. The planet of things. I want to see you follow the line work with that. Make it circular and go around with it. Saturn, thank you. Jesus. I need to sleep, okay? Just a forewarning for you guys. Okay, not only am I derping out right now, when I'm under pressure, sometimes I mess up really bad, so I'm trying to go as fast as I can and keep up with everything. Pluto doesn't. I know Pluto doesn't. Pluto's got a lot of moons. Or they found a moon on Pluto. Another one. Anyways, I got it. Breathe. Right, calm down, breathe, slow down, and try again. What I need to do is I need to sleep after this. I've only slept about 4 hours every night for the past few nights, so I'm catching up a little bit. Okay, anyway, I'm good. I'm good! I would love to see you paint the background of this, like have the black really shine through on here, and see what you could do with that. And I want to see this cross-hatching. Instead of it cross-hatching, I want you to follow the shape of the planet, okay? Make that circular instead of this, because the flower feels more dynamic compared to this in the background. That feels very flat to me, okay? If you could follow that a little bit more, I think it would really pop it a lot more. Same with these other little ones too, okay? If you could do that, I would really, really, really love that. Because I've been so wrapped up in my art draw, like, I have been so on, like, oh my god, I gotta finish this Sona, and then, oh my god, Kindred just came out, I gotta make this keychain right now, I gotta start pre-orders for it, I wanna make sure it gets into, Summer's Con, like, I have been super hyped getting everything, together and ready. So, but either way, Mars, I really like it. Nice job. Fantastic work. I'm assuming it's pen. It looks like pen, which pen's not easy to work with, so very good job there. Wheaties, I'm not even gonna... Fucking Wheaties. Damn it, Wheaties! Look at this. Wheaties, no. 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 That's Wheaties' lovely work of just messing with pre-made art. Anyways. Ooh. Iruno. I like this. I really wanted to see some different designs going on with Evelyn, and this definitely hits it. You did a really cool job with this. Like, she's still sexy, which I know the character really wants to stay true to that, because Evelyn is definitely one of those characters, and that her personality and everything about her really fits that, and I'm okay with the character if they are meant to be that way, you know what I mean? Like, there's over-sexualizing a character, and then there's, like, a character who is meant to be sexy, and that is who Evelyn is. She is the Dark Stalker of the night. She is a devil woman who tricks people and, you know, assassinates them from the darkness. That's just who she is. So I love, that being said, I love the new design and like the pink kind of stuff. She looks like a succubus almost, with her tail, and the glowing pink to match with it is really, really cool. I really, really like that. I love the body proportions you've got going on here. You might, what I want to see though is that I know you're trying to get the glowy pink to go on here, but I still want to see a little bit more detail in her legs and stuff like that, you know? Like, it starts to flatten out too much because of that pink. Maybe make the glowing pink have a little bit of shade to it as well, so it fits to the body. You know, like the tail doesn't feel flat. You've got, some of the lines do follow in order with her body, which helps keep the shape to that, which might also help. But I still, maybe just a little bit of highlight on her knees where the light would come in just dimly. Like, she's got a little bit of lighting on her anyway, you know, and then just like these dark black areas just don't seem to have any lighting at all on them. And I think it would be nice to still see some of that. Maybe even just a pink shade or a really light gray on top of it. Something just to push it a little bit more so you can see that. Other than that, beautiful work, beautiful proportions. I'm definitely digging this. Nice, nice work. Oh, a little bit more back shading, like the backlighting. I want to see some of that pink glowing off of her. You know what I mean? I want to see that pink, like you've got it on the hair, but then the suit doesn't really have too much of it, and it looks like it would be something that would reflect that light. Same with her body. Her body would have some of that pink kind of reflecting off of her. I really would like to see that more. I think you've got a really awesome design going on here. Holy crap, Sin. This is sick. She's got like an extra arm here. See, this is what I was talking about earlier, Gremlin. With detail that you see and you're like, okay, what is this and what's going on? You can see that she's got rollerblades on and they've got like metal pieces on it. There's a little design, looks like a lightning bolt design on her knee pads. This is what I'm talking about, is pushing your designs a little bit more so you can kind of recognize, even if you're not sure what it is, like maybe this is a belt, maybe it's a utility belt, who knows? It's some kind of a belt thing that goes around her, but I can tell that it definitely goes around her. And it is something that probably clips together with like this little lightning bolt design again. She's got some kind of headphones on. These kind of details, you can slap them all together. And this like crazy ass arm or something going on here. And then like, look, she's even got a little bit of padding or something like that on her arm or on her hand. I know, I really like that. I really like that. I want to see a little bit more going on. Sin. Her proportions are a little off. Some people are already talking in chat. Dang, that chest. Her chest is a little off. I feel like you were trying to push it a little too much, and it wouldn't really quite work like that. I'm trying to figure out. I need to play with this, but like her legs are just a little bit off. Her waist is a little bit off. Her chest is a little bit off. It's just little tidbits of things that I'm noticing here that I would have to redline and try to like play with it a little bit more. I think her chest and needs to come down a little bit more. You can still keep the size if that's really what you want to do. That's not a big deal. But I'm not seeing much of her neck or shoulder area. And it feels like she doesn't have any neck, and then her torso is like really long. The background too. Is that Jinx? That's totally Jinx on a rocket in the background. I just realized that. I love the character design though. The background, I'm not liking the explosions with the black, like, I don't know. It feels kind of weird. I feel like it would be a different color, and I want to go look at explosions now to find out what other colors it would be, or how the rest of this world would probably be affected by it. You know, like maybe less blue in the background if you really wanted to enhance those explosions more. Maybe a little bit more orange overall. Like the blue feels good, but I feel like I've got two contrasting colors that don't quite work all together here, because you've got like this building down here is kind of like a reddish. Then you've got all the explosions coming in here, which are orange, and then you've got the light blues over here. Just a little bit weird in the color consistency for me personally, but again, I'm not quite sure how to word it to help change that. It's just something to look forward to for later. But for... yeah, I think the explosions are a little bit too dark overall when they should be lighter in the background. Like the background feels too close with how dark it is. The character should be darker and the background should be starting to fade out a little bit more, and maybe that's why I'm not liking it, is the black is just too much.
For great science.
Yeah, I think that honestly might just be it. You want to blur that out and try to... come on. Okay, so let's see here. You're really close on all of this, Simpson. Like, this is really, really good. Way better shading on, like, body proportions and stuff like that than I could honestly do. I'm pretty bad at it, to be fair. Your style is really awesome. But yeah, let's see here. We've got character. She's looking down here. Let's not draw directly on it. Whoops. Step forward. Okay, so you've got the head here, right? I want her neck. Yeah, she doesn't have a neck right now is what my issue is. Which I know you've got the red scarf, but the red scarf would come down a little bit more still. So let's actually do like red lighting that you can see. Not black. I want red. Yeah, her shoulder can still be up high, but her chest is too high. You didn't give her any neck, even with the, with that there, so... yeah, if her chest came down a little bit to even out her torso... and then her legs need to be just a little bit longer for how tall she is. Her legs feel a little bit on the stout side. So, like I said, you're really close on all of this. It's just minor little details that you needed to fix with the rest of it. Oops, I did not mean to rotate that.
For great science.
Her head needs to be a little bigger in comparison to... I feel like with the shape too, maybe her head shouldn't have been down, because you've got that back pushed out, right? So...
For great science.
so yeah, to help with that, just maybe have a little bit of her neck. Yeah, like that. So it's just minor little stuff, and then I think if we were to just go in and literally really lightly put this over top. Yeah, your explosions are just too bright. That's all. You do what I do. I'm not even gonna lie, I do this a lot too. I'm really bad about it. But I put way too much focus on the background. Once I get to it, I'm like, oh my god, I rendered this character, now I need to render everything in the background. And you render every single itty bitty detail, and then you realize that you didn't have to. Like, you should have just blurred it out a little bit. Yeah, look how much more focus is on the character just by fading it out a little bit. Like, it pushes it that much more. So, and then you could have a little bit darker shades on her. Push in with maybe some, like, ooh, some of those dark oranges actually would feel really nice with that. Maybe the dark purple. Yeah, I think, honestly, you're so close, Insensin. The rest of this is so damn good. It is so damn good. You just got a couple little weird issues with the proportions and some weird little stuff with the background. I really do love it, though. It's really, really fantastic. Nice work, hun. Like, it's just little stuff like that. You did a fantastic job. I really love it. Ark Vandy Cade. Ark! I love this character. It looks like a quick little... Oh, dude. I get it, Sin. I do the same thing. I do it so often, it's not even funny, dude. Like, I'm really bad at it. I'm really, really bad at it. So, I get it. I'm just noticing it, and it helps noticing in other people that hopefully I can try to fix it, too. You know what I mean? So, it's a critique, you know? It's still really awesome. Ark. Anyway... Really cute. I think this looks like more of like a character design, and for how simple it is, I want it to stay that way. I don't really want you to go overboard because it looks like you're just trying to design this character and get an idea of it so that you could take it and turn it into something a lot better later. Like even the proportions and stuff like that, they're slightly off. But you kept it very simplistic, and I think I really like that because of that. Oh, Dirt Type, what's up, babe? Okay, so that being said, keep it. Keep it just like that. If you're doing character designs really quick, I love how quick and fast and simplistic the lines are. I love how simplistic the character's face is. If you really wanted to push on a little bit more for later, again, making sure that you keep to each of the armor pieces. Like you would see the edge ridge right here that we're not seeing right now. You would see a couple more ridges in the armor pieces down here too, but you've got some of them. You're just not following through with all of them. If you wanted to do that, you could definitely keep through with all of them. Same with the body armor. You know, down here, you've got this top of the knee pad, but you don't have the top of the actual boot piece, right? I want to see that. I want to see all of that. I want to see a little bit more of the top piece of the sash, and maybe there's another piece, like, tied back behind it, or what exactly is going on with it, you know what I mean? I want to see all of it. All of it! So. Yeah. I love the character design. I really like this as just like a basic character palette that you can start making something really cool with it. What's up, Floppy? Oh, I know. Armors are hard, but you did a really good job just getting the basic idea out of it. I really like the basic idea out of it. I like the fast coloring, you know. Now if this was meant to be like production quality, yeah, you'd have a lot that you'd want to push more of the actual shades and stuff like that. But like I was saying, it's really nice. It's really nice for like a basic character design and sketch idea. So just keep pushing little bits like there if you really want to do that. Try to look a little bit more on proportions if you really want to get, more into proportions. This weight feels pretty even. It's for an animation actually. Nice, dude. Perfect. Yeah. The weight feels evened out on it pretty decently, and you've even got your basic shapes back here, so you know exactly how you're gonna animate it. So I like it. Bye, Otaku. Chippy cheese. Cusco. I love this movie. I love this movie so much. I like what you're doing here. It looks like tape. How did you make this? It looks really clean lines and something. It looks like a bunch of tape put together, and I kind of like it. I like how the lines are really, really thick, blocky. Hey, Craft! I like how the lines are thick and blocky. I like how they're very linear as well. There are no really rounded lines that you see that feel out of place, and I really like that. It keeps to the style. I like the white that you did for Cusco's gear. I like how you kept to the style of his llama self. It's all tape. Stuff is tape. That's really cool. I like that. I really, really like that. That's really awesomely done. Very well done. Solari, I always loved you. I don't have much to really critique on it. I mean, you're trying to keep to a style, and I like it. I mean, maybe his llama self is a little weird. His nose, I think, is maybe a little bit too big, but I think they made that in the actual character itself. I'd have to look at the actual character to double check on what is different in that by itself. Or maybe even have his eye open and have him glaringly look back. Like, keep the character consistent, you know, because it's the same character. So have him glaring, looking back at his, you know, his human self like, ha, I'm still better than you. Like, he's actually having a competition with himself on who's better, you know? That might be a little bit cooler and actually add, because I look over immediately to look at the llama because he's looking at him, but I don't look back, you know? You want to keep the viewer involved with everything that's going on here, which I do look at him and I look over here and then, like, I'm done. I want to look back again. I want to be able to bring back into this, so I keep bouncing back and forth, okay? Something minor like that I think would help enhance it. Other than that, it's really fantastic. It's all tape, derp. It's all tape. Ooh, draw for life. Ooh, this is cool. Cool. Yes, I definitely like the legs and how you have them going. You've definitely got a good idea there. Are those supposed to be hooves or toes? I'm going to assume it's supposed to be hooves, in which I can't quite tell the it looks more like a hoof here, and then it looks more like wolf paw toes. You know what I mean? Which, if that's the case, they need to be a little bit smaller. Maybe round them out a little bit differently. The tail is really cool, but it feels really squiggly back here. I wouldn't see a tail really doing that. Usually tails are very fluid. Unless it's like a tree branch, kind of like what's coming out of her shoulders, in which, if that's the case, then I want to see a little bit more coming out of her. Yeah, it's hooves. Okay. I know it's a whip. I'm just giving you ideas of what to look forward to for next when you're clarifying stuff. So maybe change a little something with the tail here. It feels a little weirdly crinked. I'm not sure I really like that unless it's something specific to the character. Like I said, if it's meant to be kind of like tree branches, like what's coming up around her shoulders here, I would love to see that more in the tail overall. My tail is offended by that statement, Rin. Maybe enhance a little bit more what's going on with the back so that her weight's actually put onto that foot. You know, like, even for deer and stuff like that, they have, like, the padding that kind of goes down there. You know what I'm talking about? Like, where their foot sits, they've got the hoof part, and then it still kind of comes under. I want to see what's coming under here and kind of put that weight just a little bit more on that, like, that back piece right here. I love the body proportions. Everything feels pretty good here. Maybe she needs a little bit more chin, if that's supposed to be, or is there not supposed to be a chin? She's wearing a skull helmet, I assume. Or is that supposed to be her face and then like another piece of it coming down? I'm not quite sure. I assume that's her face with the helmet wearing on top though, in which the head feels kind of small in comparison to the rest, I think. That being said, yeah, I really like it. I really, really like it. The dog wolf thingy back here, I want to see more of his skinniness back here too. I want to just see a little bit more. He looks like he wasn't quite fully rendered for the sketch whip process like she was, so I'm not going to go too much into him, but I want to see a little bit more in like his shoulder blades and the back here a little bit. But yeah, overall, I really love the feel to it. I love the character design. I love what you're going with it. Really nice job, sweetheart. You've always been amazing me with the stuff that you've been doing, and I love seeing more stuff from you. So please, keep throwing it my way. I really, really love it. Has only been blocked out. Okay, that's what I figured. So yeah, just push a little bit more on that, but I'm sure you're going to do that anyway. So, awesome work, sweetheart. I really like it. Han. One second, guys. I gotta respond to something real quick. Okay, Han. Nice. Okay. I like what you've got going for the character so far. Just like I was talking about for a lot of other people too, proportions are the biggest issue here, and you might want to focus on one thing or another just to start pushing things out from here on out. So maybe start on the face, maybe start on hands or stuff like that, and start practicing, because I'm not sure, is she supposed to be like an alien type, and that's why she doesn't have as many fingers, or... I'm not entirely sure because the details aren't fully there. I can't quite tell. Her arms are really short. She looks like she's human-esque, but the feet aren't completely rendered. The hands are missing a finger. You know, they're not, like, if she's meant to be alien, really push that alien aspect of her. Like, make her hands, you've almost got it too. If those are meant to be alien hands, you've almost got it. Like, the fingernails and the fingers are really big and bulky, so really enhance that just a little bit more. Make that shape really follow through a little bit more. Doing up shots, like under the chin, is really hard to do, and you definitely tried there. You just didn't quite get through to the neck and the rest of the shoulder and stuff like that, so it feels flat because of that. Be careful about that when you're doing up shots with the chin showing, okay? You have a good idea with the knee coming out here. Like, you're definitely trying to get that foreshortening, and you got really close to it. Very nice job on that. Yeah, just her torso. You got a rib cage in, which is really good. A lot of people usually mess up the rib cage like really bad, so nice job trying to get that in. So I'd say just keep enhancing. Really push what you want to show for this character, and tell me what her character is based on those details that you add into it. So she's gonna have alien fingers. Really push those alien-like fingers. Push something else really alien-like with her. Change her toes around a little bit. Give me something else with the rest of her characteristics. Really push the extra details, not just in the shading, but try to give me some extra, like, are those, I could see those being really intricate guard pieces on her feet here, right? On her shins. Her shins are a little long though. Just a little bit long because of the way, like, your knee's way up here, and then all the way down to the ankle, which is about here. So this is kind of long. This one is a little bit long too. Like, if her heel, maybe, if her heel went here, but her heel's about here. So this one's a little long too. So just be careful about that. These are too short. Her arms are too short. So yeah, look at proportions. Check those out. Try to fix that if you can. If you can't, something to take with you for future. I think you've got a good idea. Just keep practicing that, babe. As soon as you start getting better at your proportions and stuff, it's just going to get better from here. Nice work. Exclamation point Discord. That's a pretty lady. Look at the pretty lady. I like the proportions. The proportions are pretty good, especially if you're trying to be a sexy lady. I like how much neck you've got on her. Definitely very good. The shoulders could probably be a little bit bigger. Her waist could also be a little bit bigger, but I know you're trying to... If you're going for this kind of style, it's fine. I get it. But if you're trying to hit a little bit more realistic proportions, might want to enhance that a little bit more. Waists don't get that thin. They really don't in real life. They do not. Hand, if you can't draw feet, then practice feet. Go look at pictures of feet and just draw them. Like, practice them for like an hour or two for a couple days when you've got time, and you'll eventually get it. I like how the weight, see how the weight here, her head's right here and the weight falls down into that foot. I like that. It feels like some of her weight's also being pushed into this foot though, which is a little weird. So maybe make her knee kind of come out a little bit so that you see that the weight isn't quite into that. I like how the arm is down, but the arm might be... No, it hits because of where you have the hips. I think it's just because her torso is so tiny and you have her hips coming way up here that it feels like her arms feel too short. Her waist should probably be a little bit lower. and that would make her arm just a little bit longer, where I think it would be in proportion with her. Other than that, I love the simple shading. I really like the colors that you picked. It's kind of flat with just a little bit extra flavor in it. It's really, really nice. Dusty, do you think that you will do a super detailed Kindred drawing? Maybe at some point. Right now, I'm not quite sure. I got at least the keychain done and ready. We'll see about the rest from here. Oh, what are we looking at? We're looking at 2 hours and 21 minutes. Guys, I've got 30 minutes left to stream where I'm going to have to cut this short, and I am very sorry. I'm trying to get caught up with everyone, but you guys are throwing stuff at me faster than I can get to it. I hope this has been good to you all. I hope you've been enjoying the critiques. And again, please help each other with feedback, okay? Don't just take it from me. I'm doing the best that I can describe to you, but I'm not the best at this stuff, and getting different information from other people is a good idea, okay? Don't just take it from me, take it from many people. And guys, I really want you to all help each other out. Please, please, please give each other feedback. This is a friend's college chalk work. Ooh, okay. Well, I really like it. I like the really bright colors. I really like the bright colors. It feels like it's meant to be that way rather than trying to be realistic. I mean, look at how the blood flows down. The contrast with that, with the different color of blue on the mountain, and then how bright the sky is supposed to be. Definitely beautiful. Chalk is kind of hard to work with personally, so I think this is a really nicely done piece. I almost want to see, because we've got such bright colors, I want to see, you see it in the hills a little bit, I want to see that on some of the trees here too, because you've got all this red coming down through the road, and then I want to see it in the rocks too, because this is such a bright, highlighted contrast. I want to see that pushed more into these lines, so you really see that that light is meant to just be pushing through and pulsating through the land, because that's what it looks like it's supposed to be doing, you know, that's why it's so bright. Other than that, if I could see a little bit more in the trees, like I see a little bit of the yellow in the trees, but I want to see some of the red and some of the purples on the back ends of these trees too, just to push that a little bit more, really enhance that sky. Beautiful work, really nicely done, fantastic. Kaiser, Magikarp used Splash. It was super effective. That's all I gotta say to that. Kaiser, please. General Zerg, I love these eyes. I love these eyes. I love the shape of the nose and the lips. The face is feeling a little less, but you've got all these beautiful things. They're just not quite in proportion to the rest of the face. Because it feels like her forehead's like right about here, and then her chin's kind of just the rest of it in space to the actual size of her face is just a little bit off. Just a little bit. I think her eyes and nose and mouth are just a little bit either too big or her face is too small. Making the eyes match, right? General Zerk, for that, especially if you're going to do traditional, hold it up to the light and do sketches and see, do sketches a little bit, then hold it up to the light and see, or if you've got like a glass table and you can put light underneath it so you can check out and keep flipping it to see how you're doing. That way you can keep flopping it back and forth to see how the eyes are matching up, okay? That should really help with that. I know that's really hard to do traditionally. Trust me, I totally get it. So that's why marking out where the eyes, see, like your eyes right here, the back, look at how tiny that ear is. Your ear actually comes down almost to like, almost where my lip is. This is where the end of my lip, or my ear is. And then the top of your ear, I assume is somewhere like way up here. The top of your ear actually follows in line to where your eye is. Pay attention to these proportions on the face and redo that with the, with sketching out everything where it's supposed to be plotted on the face. And you're going to get that proportion for the rest of the jaw and everything else coming right hand in hand with one another. Other than that, beautiful details. You just got to work on making sure that fits on the face properly and you're good to go. Very, very beautiful work. I love the soft shading. I love what you've done with the pencil work on the face. I'm mostly looking at that and not the hair. The hair's a little stiff, but it looks like you paid mostly attention to the face, and I really like that. I really, really like that. Nice job. Hey, the Mighty Bigfoot baby, I miss you. How are you? Rennie, this is super cute. I like the squiggly lines that you're trying to do. I think what I want to see to enhance this more is not just black lines. I want to see the line work colored, which you can do that if you're in Photoshop or SAI by locking the layer. So you lock the opacity. Okay, I'm gonna go onto a new layer here. I'm gonna close this stuff out. Okay, right? So, to lock your layer, so you've got your line art. Yay! Right? So here's your line art right here. This little thing right here, it looks like a checker box. If you hit it, that locks the opacity. So that means that however it's going to be, if you want to suddenly color those lines pink, hey, look, there you go. Voila, magic. Just doing that, something simple and something, a quick sketch like this can really enhance how your art looks, okay? Oh, Bigfoot, it's okay. I've been alright, just trying to get through critiques today. It's been a very busy day. Excuse me. Okay, so, coloring the line work a little bit, and then working on some of your line work. It looks like a lot of it is very the same size, and I want to see you play with that a little bit more. Do some thicker lines, do some thinner lines on the inside. Play with your line work and clean up your line work a little bit. Also, pay attention to how everything is supposed to be in proportion to the face. Again, like normal stuff. But you've got almost, it's pretty close in that. I think I want to see you work on your line art just a little bit more. That's the biggest thing I want you to work on next. I'd love to see that cleaned up a little bit more. See you color your lines a little bit and see how it works with something very simple in color with this. Okay? Posting this stuff, but I'm posting it here for them. Oh, Shadow, thank you. Okay, so this is Elite Pixels drawing. Nice job trying to get the perspective. I know that's really hard, okay? You're definitely trying to draw the circles in space there. You just gotta start, thank you, Bigfoot, thank you. You gotta start blocking it out a little bit better. Like, this hand isn't going back into the wall very well, when this hand should be a lot larger. Maybe turn it a little bit closer towards the thing, but you definitely tried it, and I could definitely see that, and you're starting to push it. You just need to work on those proportions a little bit more. Just working on that just a little bit more, making sure that this forearm area is properly rendered so that it connects to the wrist and the hands better. Actually look at pictures of people holding guns, okay? It's really tough, and look at actual pictures of guns because we're missing the barrel, so I don't even know where the bullets are supposed to go, if anywhere. Is it some kind of futuristic gun? How would that see? Oh, Bigfoot, yeah, you can see a lot of my art on DeviantArt right now. I've had a ton of stuff that I posted up recently. You know, I want to see where the ear connects a little bit more. I want to see the depth of this pushed a lot more, not just in how you've done the perspective, but also like how you have done for actually pushing the shape of the characters, okay? They're feeling a little flat because of that, because even though you have this perspective, they feel flat because you don't have depth pushed on these characters. Push that a little bit. Look at actual pictures of people holding guns. There's plenty of references out there and plenty of references of guns that you can look at to be able to get that idea so you can make that a little bit more realistic. Okay, babe? Nice job. Nice job trying to push that. It's very hard to do that. Okay, Rennie, because I wanted to make sure I got around to everyone, I was telling people only one piece of art. So the same thing still kind of applies here. I like what you did with the clean line work. That definitely feels better. Color the line work. Start playing with that a little bit more, okay? Play with face shapes and stuff like that. Play with putting more depth onto these character details. Unless you want to keep it very simplistic, then keep the shapes very solid, not too wavy or anything like that, okay? Alright, guys. We're almost to the end. Only thing that should need critiquing. Ooh, okay. Kaiser. Nice work, dude. Okay, so I know you were in college with me. In high school with me. With good old Glover. Alright. And you're definitely trying to follow the shapes of the face. You need to be able to push that a little bit more, okay? The forehead. Kind of flat here. Also the shades and stuff like that is also kind of flat. but you're also trying to push around that nose. Right? I want to see a little bit more shading in here. I want you to look. Oh, Maestro Miner Adam, dude, thank you so much for the subscription, babe. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you guys so much for all the subscriptions today. I really, 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 really appreciate it. Sub hype, Rin hype. Okay. Kaiser, I love it though. I love what you're trying to do. I really love the eyes. Look at how dark this is, and look at how the dark hair that you're trying to do goes into this. I know it looks like you're still trying to work on that, but I want to make sure that you've got some of this dark area and some of the lip and some parts of under the nose. You need to make sure where your shades are gonna push them all over. But I love the rest of this. Start pushing that a little bit more, pushing in the edges of the face and the hair here too. Okay, so it really makes the forehead start to come up a little bit more and give it shape. That being said, awesome job, dude. You're doing a really good job, and I can see that you're still picking up from from Glover. So really nice work, guys. We did it. We got through all of the critique for today, and oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to be careful about how long I do that. I might only have to like do it to an hour and then have to cut it from there. I'm tired. Woo! I hope, guys, you liked all of the critique today. We'll try to do this again, and maybe I might have to do this every other week if I'm going to go this long, okay? So every week looks like it's going to really wear me out. I hope I gave some interesting information to you. And please, guys, please, 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 post in this critique corner. Come say hi and chit-chat. Come talk to other people. Come game with other people. This is what my Discord is for, is bringing you guys together, not just as artists, but as gamers, to critique each other, to help each other out, to play games with each other. Final Fantasy, Guild Wars 2, League of Legends, whatever it is that you guys are going to be doing. I really, really hope you enjoyed it, and I really hope that you guys will keep coming back and helping each other out as much as I try to help you guys out, okay? It's just little tidbits of information. If you want more detail from me, ask me when I'm not trying to do this online, and I can try to give way more detailed stuff when I have a little bit of extra time, but it's not too often. Yo, Pippi, thank you so much for that donation, babe. I really appreciate that. Let's see what it says. What does this button do? Hang on, I didn't get to read the rest of it. What does this button do? It's great that you help peeps out with their art. Aww. Thank you, sweetheart. But yeah, guys, I hope to see you all later. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you had fun today. We'll do some more of my art stream, and I'm going to be posting up more YouTube videos. I've got quick tips still coming up. I'm just trying to get... I've had some issues recording and stuff like that, which I finally fixed. I had to go through all of that where I broke my obs like 4 times over. So that's going to be recorded and going up within another week or two. If you guys could please check out the Discord channel. Come say hi. You can still post in the critique corner. Even if I don't critique it live, I will try to come in and say what I can when I can in this channel to you guys as soon as I possibly can, okay? If you guys want to help support the stream, you can now sub. I've got that sub button. Woo! Rid Hype. I gotta make 2 more icons, so those will be coming up as soon as I can throw them out, okay? I also have, if you guys want, I have my store Envy. I just put up Kindred keychains that are on pre-order. I'm gonna be having those made pretty soon here. I have Yordle stickers. I've got other keychains. I've got buttons. I've got a lot of stuff that I'm gonna have really soon here.
Perhaps I should try.
Oh, the mighty Bigfoot baby! Thank you so much for subbing. Woo! Sub hype. And then yeah, if you guys want to see more critiques, I'm gonna be doing more critiques through every other week or so. I'm still got the critique see, I told you I'm really tired here. I've got the store. I've got Patreon if you guys want to get PSD files and sometimes even get to use some of the stuff that I make. I post unwatermarked stuff on there for $5 plus people if you would like that. I stole your subject. I love you guys. You know the whole deal. Everything, every time that I'm streaming, the easiest way to find out is Twitch here, obviously following me, or Twitter, okay? I'm very active on my Twitter. I've got a Facebook and everything else. You guys can see literally all of the information of everywhere that I'm at right there in chat. It's got Twitter, Twitch, Tumblr, DeviantArt, you name it, it's all there. Go say hi, okay? Don't go away. We're gonna go get some love to someone. We're gonna go and get some Rin love to somebody else. Let's go find out who's live right now. I'm literally losing my voice right now. I'm so tired. Whew! Woo! What a day. All right. Who am I? Oh. Okay, you know what? We're gonna go give some love to nobody else but the fantastic and wonderful Sly, aka Gray Fox. Sly, aka Gray Fox, is my boy Blue. I love him so much. He's part of the dream team that I'm a part of. Guys, this is the best team that I've ever been a part of. And if you guys are bored, you want to go see some other streamers playing some video games, having some fun, and being fantastic, check out the dream team, okay? You can see that little thing up in the top corner there that says Rin playing creative on Dream. Check out the dream team, and we're gonna go give you to my boy Blue. It looks like he's doing some dailies on Final Fantasy 14. Sly is fantastic, guys, so let's get that hype ready. All right, hype, and let's go and raid Sly, aka Gray Fox, okay? Raid Sly, aka Gray Fox. I love you guys. We'll see you all later. We'll have more art from me tomorrow and the next day's coming. I promise I'll be streaming more, and we'll do more critique stuff on Discord. Everything else, you know the ordeal. If you have any questions, send me a message, okay? Any questions at all, send me a message. I love you all. We'll see you over there. Raid that Sly. Woo! I love you guys. Have a good one.
Won't you stay? Won't you stay? You won't stay long enough for me to love Won't you stay? Won't you stay? It all tastes the same.